This is going to be a very short update about political and security situation that is ongoing in the Republic of South Sudan. First, we have learned that the regime in Juba is spreading false narratives of tribal chauvinistic propaganda, that the ongoing war in the Republic of South Sudan is ethnic and tribal. Using these false narratives, the regime has gone to Greater Bahar Gazal region to mobilize, incite, and recruits a large number of youths to join them in the ongoing military confrontation. This cheap propaganda that the regime has been relying on for years is meant to ethnicize and tribalize the ongoing war. But we must be very clear that the ongoing military engagement is between SPLM-IO forces and forces of a few tribal warmongers of the regime on the other hand. Ordinary civilians are not part of this military engagement, and for your information, SPLM-IO is a national movement that draws its members from all corners of the country. It has conviction that legitimacy and political acceptance is derived from civilian support. And with this conviction, civilians in SSPDF's controlled areas must not panic. They are not going to be chief and legitimate targets of the military operation of the SPLM-IO forces. What is needed from them is to avoid staying close to SSPDF military barracks. Our message to SSPDF soldiers is that the prolonged deployment, your prolonged deployment by the regime, which you have been through for a number of years, without you being paid to sustain your families, send your families to send your kids to school, has completely destroyed your family members, which is the foundation for self-perpetuation. The deployment by the regime, your deployment in those areas where you're far away from your family members and where you're not given your salaries, has completely torn apart your family. We have learned that the regime is now forcing you again to go to front line to lose your lives. This is quite very unpatriotic of you to be used by such a regime for their own benefits. We therefore want you to be patriotic by leaving the SSPDF's barracks or joining SPLM-IO forces on the battlefield. The recent attacks on IDPs in UN camps, especially in Bentiu, on December 3rd, 2026, sends very clear signal that the lives of IDPs in different civilian protection sites of UNMISS bases throughout the country is at risk. We therefore urge the United Nations mission in South Sudan to maximize civilian protections efforts and ensure that the lives of IDPs with them is guaranteed. The genocide stoppage, self-defense, and peacekeeping operation of the SPLM-IO forces that is now ongoing has 5 main goals. One, these goals are met by the regime, the SPLM-IO will be ready to come back to the table for dialogue with the regime. These goals are: 1, an immediate and unconditional release of the past vice president and those detained along with him. 2 is the withdrawal of foreign forces from the country. 3 is the reversals of all violations of the agreement by the regime. And 4 is the cessation of hostilities, and the 5th objective is to ensure that the tribal warmongers responsible for the ongoing war of genocides are held accountable. I thank you.